Hi everyone, Maryann here, revealing light, tarot, astrology and spirituality. Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. Thank you as always for your support of my channel in whichever way you choose to give that. It is very much welcome and I am always grateful and humbled too. Okay, so, let me see, how long ago? I can't remember. Around March of this year, I talked about, no, maybe it was before then. I think around that time, the readings that I did before his trial in New York, I talked about Trump's health, and I said there was a possibility, not a certainty, but a possibility. I just kept getting the same repetitive cards for him that indicated that he, contrary to, whatever channel that you're looking at that might say otherwise, he wasn't going to do well in the upcoming election, and that there was a possibility that he might not even make it to the election. And of course, it was a possibility. It was out there within the realms of all the possibilities that occur at any one time. And it's looking increasingly, I said his health problems would manifest very visibly at his trial in New York, and they did. But since then, he's just had this deterioration where he is literally, people describe it as glitching out. I watched one particular clip and he seemed to twitch and just completely go offline. While he didn't even get his sentences out. It's actually quite disturbing in a lot of ways. Coinciding with his literally poor performances, he's spiraling downwards in the polls just as much as Harris and Walsh are surging ahead. And at the same time, he's announced that his campaign has information has been leaked. This coincides with a Microsoft warning or leak, and of course, we are led to believe that this could be Iran that is responsible. I'm not sure about that. I think it could be a number of things or people or states. Could even be Trump himself, but we'll look at that leak. Now, part of that is a dossier on J.D. Vance. It would be interesting to see what negativities they picked up about him. I think his attack on Tim Walsh's exemplary military record is absolutely appalling, considering he was a military journalist who sat in an office writing stories while his comrades went off and did and saw active action. It's like he and Trump, who avoided or dodged the draft for the Vietnam War, it just seems ironical, hypocritical, you name it, that they should be questioning Tim Walsh's military record when he served for 24 years and rose to a fairly senior rank and has never misrepresented his record at all. Okay, so we'll look at what is the leak there. It just strikes me that a lot of chickens are coming home to roost. A lot of karma seems to be playing out at this time. And it's these things that I see when I start to join these dots that I realise that, as I keep saying in so many of my videos, the universe will have the last say. I want to look at Ukraine has actually moved into Russia and has taken Russian territory. Wow. Isn't that a game changer? Some who are saying they shouldn't have done this seem to forget who invaded whom. We're going to see how Putin will respond to that, but I've got a feeling this all pushes, coinciding with the poor Russian economy, Putin surprising us in doing a prisoner exchange for Biden, the US president. I've just got a feeling he might want an end to hostilities, an end to his invasion pretty soon. Venezuela and Maduro, I haven't yet read on that. The US has said that the opposition leader actually did win according to the data from the voting polls. Machines, however, they're voted, paper ballots. The vote tally, let's just put it like that, seems to indicate that the opposition leader won. We'll see what's going to happen there. You know, of course, that Wagner mercenaries, Russian mercenaries, have been seen in Venezuela. Also want to go to the UK race rights. Yes, they are race rights. Something very magical, very special happened over in the UK recently. Rights, I think, in Ireland, England, and some in Wales, I think. None in Scotland that I have seen so far. Something special happened. Anti-race right protesters came out en masse and confronted in a very peaceful way these thugs who were literally trying to set fires to buildings where asylum seekers were housed. Doesn't really matter what their reasons were, how desperate they were, whether you're right, left, blue, brindle, purple, yellow. It doesn't really matter what camp you fall in. There is no excuse for the kind of behaviour we saw the far-right protesters displaying. Anyway, the special thing was that the wonderful people in UK got out and counter-protested, drove them off, not violently, just through sheer force of numbers. And there was dancing in the street afterwards. The local mosque gave out cupcakes. A beautiful atmosphere where people were raised up and not put down. I want to see one of the drivers of the misinformation on the UK riots, all but Scotland, was Elon Musk of X, Twitter. The UK government is making fairly strong sounds about maybe clamping down on X in some way. The EU says it's a certainty that X will be clamped down upon, in other words, restricted, unless they play by the rules. Misinformation is not free speech, particularly when it's dressed up as fact. I see it all the time on this channel. I see people come in and believe the gaslighting. And we saw the Stop the Steal. What happened at the Stop the Steal rally? There was a riot at the Capitol. Several police injured. Protesters died. One woman was trampled to death. Another woman was shot trying to break into the Capitol. Several police fairly seriously injured. One later had a stroke that night when he went home. Afterwards, he was hit with fire extinguishers during the day and God knows what else. Poles, bear sprayed. Several Capitol Police took their own lives in the days following that riot. No excuses. No excuses. Not even going to tolerate you. Okay? All right, so you've been warned. Let's go. Let's go to the wonderful majority of people that take the higher road, that want peace. Okay, let's go with Trump's health. The possibility. I'm not saying it's a certainty. I said in March it was a possibility. It was just like, gee whiz, I don't think he might not make it to the election. All right, let's have a look at his health. He's glitching out. He's forgetting words. What can you tell me, Spirit? There's a Two of Swords here that I'm seeing. So there's decisions. In the last reading that I did on him, I saw clairvoyantly the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. I saw someone giving up swords, putting them on someone else's table. A couple of viewers said, gee whiz, does that mean he's leaving? I don't know. Let's see what's happening. I thought it may mean he's got something up his sleeve, but, you know, let's see. What's he deciding with this Two of Swords? What's this crossroads? Okay, will Trump make it to the election? Will Trump be the presidential candidate for the Republican Party by the time we get to November? Will Trump be presidential candidate? Okay, there's something else coming out about women. I keep saying that. Watch this space. I'm just going to park it there. This would be in connection with the Epstein files, him being actively participating in that. This is for entertainment purposes only. It's a clairvoyant image. I may be right, may be wrong. And that's how information should be presented. Trump. Okay, so there's a couple of things there. There's something from his past yet to come out. Again, I can't shake that prediction. Will Trump be the presidential candidate by the time we get to November, the November 2024 election? Be the presidential candidate for the GOP. There are men in back rooms. They're talking, shadowy figures, talking about him right now. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, well, that is skill. It's also the Apprentice card. I can't see J.D. Vance. Shady Vance. Yes, I did say Shady Vance. That was taken from Midas Touch. Thank you, Midas Touch, for that one. That tickled my fancy. I thought that was quite clever. Well, quite apt. Let's just say apt. Okay, Shady Vance. I don't see him taking over. All right, Three of Swords, heartbreak. Interesting. He doesn't have the skill. He does not have the skill. Many have said that he's been slipping. That's not a good card. He's not putting in the hard work either. Okay, so there's these people in back rooms, these shadowy figures, obviously in the Republican Party, that are maybe questioning whether he's got the stamina to keep going. Ooh, the Devil card. That can be addiction. The Devil card can be addictions. We know that there's been some talk about his past addictions from people who know him. Can be chained to somebody, can be chained to the devil. No one would be, I guess, game enough to make a move against him. The Queen of Cups in the past, and this is where I get to perhaps something regarding women yet to come out. Sorry about that light. It's coming through a top part of my window that I can't, short of putting a blanket over, can't do anything about. But as always, the light is always nice. And that's where we see the orbs come in from this light behind us as well. Though this time it's coming across me, which is rather interesting. Back to the women. This is also women in the suburbs. Remember, I said they were coming over to the Harris-Walsh ticket. Where did Walsh pick up votes? Suburban women. The Eight of Cups, yeah, it's crowding the reading. So it has a like a theme here of loss, walking away from what no longer serves us, the Eight of Cups. Immediate future, the Ace of Pentacles, this is newness. Some kind of either campaign reset or something new occurring. The Sun card in the here and now. Now, the Sun card keeps on turning up in relation to this election. Kamala Harris gets it multiple times. It's like the bells being rung there. The Sun card is, of course, full illumination. It's light, it's happiness. What's it doing in this reading alongside the Devil? Perhaps it's talking about a contrast. Now we have the King of Pentacles. There he is. Okay, so he's still... I don't think he can be pushed out. I really don't. That's what these cards are telling me. That's in the present, okay? We're asking about the future. The Queen of Wands in the hopes and fears. That is my card for Harris. And, of course, that's in the fear position. Okay, so there are genuine fears, but this is about his health. And then we get Temperance. Interesting. Will he make it? The Knight of Pentacles, consistency. And the Chariot, very quick moving. What's going on here? The Knight of Cups is at the base of the pack, weighing up our options and plan B. And the Hanged Man. Okay, so I'm going to draw some clarifiers. These cards, if I was just reading yes or no, would say that he will make it. But something's happening here. The King of Cups, Chariot, that's my card for Biden. Something else is happening here with that Eight of Cups, the Devil energy, the moderation, the Knight of Pentacles, consistency. I mean, they're telling me that you know, I've already read that Harris Wolf's ticket is going to be successful. I'm using the Y-Spell Tarot and also the Thoth Tarot as well. All right, so show me what's going on here. Moderation, Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot, King of Cups, Four of Pentacles, donors. There's a map here with the donors on it. Yep. They want a more moderate candidate. Yep. Okay. But let's see. Am I correct in saying he will? His health. What's going on? These are not telling me much about his health other than it's more about whether he actually, I think, even wants to run. All right. But it's telling me he will. Okay. Show me, will he make it to the November election? Show me the Temperance card, the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot. Strife, the Five of Wands. Okay, there's real strife in the Republican Party. The other way to interpret these cards, and they're my cards, and I'll interpret them the way that my channel with Spirit is engaged and activated. It's not how you would interpret it. Strife. Okay, so these cards are telling me that there is a theme. There is a theme with the Eight of Cups of wanting to reset the campaign. And I think there's big donor pressure here. It looks to me like we can take it two ways. Yes, if you're reading them straight, yes, he will make it. But multi-layered underneath that looks like they want a more moderate candidate. Strife, the Five of Wands. There's a battle going on here. The Two of Pentacles, which came up before, or I think underneath the pack, weighing their options up. Do we change? Can we change? Trump still rules the roost. And then we get debauchery, the Seven of Cups. It's no good choices. I'm glad I pulled out this particular deck. It's like good and bad choices, but with the Seven of Cups, it's illusion and delusion. And then we get the Ace of Cups, something new. And then the Seven of Swords. There's the Seven of Swords, futility. And the Knight of Pentacles comes up again. Okay, it looks like whatever they do is... I think... Okay. The Princess of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Swords. The truth here is Haley would be a better candidate. That's what these cards are saying. Will he make it? I think at this point the possibility is he will. You've got to call the cards as I see them. But what I see here is real efforts to get rid of him. Real efforts to get rid of him. They desperately want a reset, but it's futile. It's futile. So there's strife. We all know it. We got more things coming out. We got the Two of Pentacles weighing their choices up, and then we get debauchery in this deck, which is the Seven of Cups. Underneath the pack, we get the truth is that Haley would have been a better candidate. The Seven of Swords, lies and deceit. They just want consistency. This person is not giving them the consistency that they need at this time in the election. Okay, there's the Four of Swords. Now we get to his health. All right. Okay, now we get to his health here. So at this point, it looks like he will make it. There are real efforts to get rid of him. And then here comes his health with the Four of Swords. What is this health card? So it might take one more. It's just time's running out, isn't it? Four of Swords, what's going on with his health here? I asked, will he make it? I didn't actually ask about his health, did I? But his health is all part of this. So it's sort of implied. Four of Swords, what's this doing here? The Five of Cups. The Page of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. Okay. This would indicate health problems, these two cards. Pretty serious health issues. And again, there's the Eight of Swords, paranoia. Again, we come back to... people know this. Within his campaign, they know it. It's why he's not campaigning as vigorously as what he would normally do. They already know it. Five of Swords, abuse of power, sabotage, and judgment and inevitability, disappointment, with the Four of Cups and the end of something. Now we get to the truth around his health. These cards in relation to his health. Okay. I'm just going to say it's possible that he might not make it. All things considered, it's still within the realms of possibility. However, he's holding firm at this point. He still holds the power within his party. There are serious and active moves to replace him. Will he be replaced? No, there's a futility there. So the likely course of events is he'll keep going until more scandal, more spiralling, or some, perhaps with the Tower and the Four of Swords in that draw, some major meltdown cognitively occurs. Just going to say anything can and might happen. All right, we'll pick that up and follow that one along, because sometimes things crystallize as we move into out of possibility and into certainty. Okay. I have the feeling that a lot of this is karmic. The campaign leak. What are we going to learn there? Politico got the documents, but of course Politico is owned by one of Trump's comrades. Let's have a look. We're going to find out. Okay, are we going to find out, Spirit, what's in the campaign? The drums are beating. Okay, so there's a spear going into... They're trying to dampen it down. They're trying to withhold it. They're probably threatening the meter as we speak. Will we learn what's in the campaign? Just one or two cards, the campaign leak. Yeah, I think we will. There's the Ace of Cups. And there's Seven of Swords. Okay. Someone's leaking the leak. Someone's leaking the leak. Yes, we're going to find out. Let's see what's in there. We know the dossier on Vance is there, but of course it's all with supposedly publicly available information. Oh dear. We're going to learn what's in the dossier. Okay, we're going to learn show me what's in the campaign leak. Show me what's in the campaign leak. Ooh. Okay, someone's hitting the water pretty hard. It's going to make a huge... it's like, throwing a big boulder into the pond. It's going to make a huge impact. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, donors. Okay, this could be... I will read on X. I better get a hurry up, because this is about donors. You're going to find out what donors may want, what donors may be promised. Goodness gracious me. You're going to find out who's been promised what. Get the Star card. Okay, so this is hope. Knight of Pentacles can also be consistency and hope. I think it's the big deals that were done with the tech bros, big billionaire tech bros and others. Okay, temperance, moderation. Now, this can also be a lack of centrality as well. Why some candidates may have been, who were more moderate, may have been pushed out in favour for someone like Shady. The Seven of Cups comes again here. Debauchery in the other deck. Choices. Looks like the drum. Is he using them as a drum? He is. Okay, the Seven of Cups here. It's in the past. So remember, you either have good or bad choices. Okay, so also debauchery. I have to go back to that. What is in Vance's, Shady's dossier here might be something around what we might consider, I'm not going to say debauch, that's a bit of a strong word, but what we might consider a poor choice. Okay, the Seven of Wands, standing firm, defending oneself, balancing acts. The Hermit card, isolation. Interesting. The Hermit card. We might find out that Shady Vance was chosen to make Trump look good. Anyway, I'm sorry I said that, but that's just intuitively what I'm getting. Isolation, the Hermit card, the Four of Swords in the here and now. Again, we get to this ill health. The Devil card, the Seven of Cups, the Four of Swords. It's a pretty sick campaign. Strength. Okay, so it might have shown also, and this is, I'm going to go out on a limb here, that Trump may have been losing support with MAGAs, and that Shady was brought in to, shore up that support here, because he is just unholy, isn't he, in the way that he's barking and gaslighting. Okay, so we get the Six of Cups, the past. Okay, this shows Trump's vulnerabilities in the electorate, where he can pick up strength. It talks about the past as well. So you hear about Stop the Steal, won't be saying, oh, the election was stolen. No, that'll be saying why Trump didn't win in 2020. The Knight of Wands moving forward fairly quickly. And then we get the Empress, Russia. Ooh, okay. And then we get the Knight of Cups. Oh, gosh. It's a playbook. It's their playbook, basically. Page of Pentacles, young people. The Moon, creating volatility, doing it with speed. It's the playbook is there. Anyway, you saw that reading. All right, let's go to Russia. Ukraine has made an incursion into Russia, taken territory. It's kind of like the shoes on the other foot. They would have intel about how strong or weak Putin actually is. Some people are saying, why did they do it? Russia will respond fairly forcefully. Okay. Show me, how will Putin respond to Ukraine's incursion? How will Putin respond to Ukraine's incursion into Russia? How will Putin respond to Ukraine's incursion into Russia? He's just kind of keeping his head above water. He's looking for a hand up. This isn't Zelensky. This is Putin. He's looking for some kind of advantage here. I told you 3, 4, 6 months ago he was struggling. Okay, so how will Putin respond? The Ace of Cups and the Emperor. Okay, new starts, resets, control, obviously. The Six of Pentacles. Giving and receiving help. He's looking for a hand up in some way. From whom? The Tower is in the past. Crowning him is the Magician, of course. Never underestimate Putin. The Knight of Swords, swift mobilization of troops into that region, which is exactly what Ukraine wanted. Quickness. Okay, so look for his responses. The environment is money. The environment around here is money. He's looking for money. That's the hand he's looking for. The Ten of Swords, in the hopes and fears, complete and utter downfall. And then we get the Queen of Swords, planning, strategizing. The Eight of Swords, paranoia, worry. This has really unseated him. Really unseated Putin. Knight of Cups, an offering of something, and then judgment. So it could be, he says, okay, we'll do this if you do that. This could even actually lead. The Hermit, he's isolated. This could act. The High Priestess, Seven of Wands, defending oneself, and then victory. Okay, he's going to answer it back, of course. But this could lead to greater dialogue around bringing this war to a close. And that's really what I want to... That's really why I think Ukraine did this. To show that Russia has a huge border to defend. He's going to answer swiftly back. He's going to try and push them back. But at the bottom of all of this is Putin's calculating how he can bring this war to an end. Is this correct? Does Putin want an end to the war he started? Does Putin want an end to the war he started? Justice, balance, and the Ten of Wands. It's very hard for him to keep going. The Queen of Cups, self-care. The Emperor, control, is in the past. The Six of Cups is crowning this reading. It's in the past. Putin's in the past. The Devil is in the immediate future. Yeah, he's going to send troops into that region. Ukrainians were pretty brave. Seven of Cups again. Only good or bad choices. But illusion and delusion, being deluded, and hope is in the atmosphere around. We have the Death card in the hopes and fears, the end of this. And then we get the King of Pentacles. And the Fool card, new starts, yeah. And the Four of Wands, celebrations and reunions. This is in some way going to lead to the end, the end of this war. So something around money, like part of the deal will be the lifting of the sanctions, the giving back of territory, this territory for that territory. Four of Pentacles, again, the money issues, the unity, and worry, strife. So, looking for a hand up. He's in a very, very vulnerable position. Don't know if you've been following it, but many of the European countries, including Germany, are going to station their military hardware on the borders of countries bordering Ukraine, which means, of course, that they're ready for anything that they might be able to defend some of Ukrainian space because of these intercepting missiles. So, Putin's looking for a hand up. It's money that he wants. But this action of Ukraine's in some way could lead to the end of the war. Okay, let's go to Venezuela, to South America. I do want to get on to Elon Musk. Okay, will Maduro be ousted from power? as, you know, if that election was rigged, which is what the data is telling us, so it should be. What's Russian mercenaries doing down there if they're not threatening people and propping up an illegitimate regime? Okay, will Maduro be ousted? Maduro, will he be ousted from power in Venezuela? I feel that they might have people captive there, and they might actually be, I don't know, that could come out. There could be, I don't know if it's torturing, but they could have captured people in their prisons. That's a nice strong card. Looks like he will. I don't know how it's going to happen. Sabotage, and that's the rigging of the election. 10 of Swords, I'm done. It's over. The 8 of Cups is in the past, walking away from what's, you know, again, this is all set in stone. You know, karma, the universe, always has the last say. 10 of Cups looks like the people of Venezuela are going to be heard. And then we get the Knight of Wands moving very, very quickly. 3 of Pentacles coming together, perhaps of other foreign countries. Skill. The King of Swords, strategy and planning. Will he be ousted? King of Pentacles is in the hopes and fears, and we know that he's supported by Russia. And we get the 5 of Pentacles. Not right now. The Lovers. Okay, so this is manipulation. No, not right now. The World. Okay, so what's going to go on down there is, I don't know, are they going to rise up? The people going to be rise up, but they're not going to be successful. It looks like he's got fairly powerful friends. And then we get the 6 of Pentacles who are helping him. Russia has its own interests in why it's in Venezuela. Not right at the moment. That's really a simmering pot down there at this time. Looks like he did steal the election. And things might be worse than what we think down there. Okay, looks like the people are going to have the last say, though. That's the energy that's coming into the situation. All right, Elon Musk. And then we'll finish up with this. I never intend for these readings to go on so long, but I try and pack a lot into them. Elon Musk, UK, the EU. Are we going to see the UK and the EU clamp down on X and lay some ground rules, or blocked? Is the UK and the EU going to take on Musk? He's absolutely appalling. EU and UK going to take on Musk. It is really the end. The world, absolutely. Endings and new beginnings. And the Hierophant in the courts. I don't really probably need to go any further. Families, there's going to be some kind of protections there. The 4 of Cups in the past, disappointment. There's the 10 of Swords there. Again, you see the energy coming in. And one more, we have the Death card. They're just going to, right, you don't do the right thing, you break the rules, you're gone. Endings and new beginnings. You see this energy that's here at this time? We thought it was going to get pretty rocky as Pluto regressed back into Capricorn. But this is all about change. How are they going to do it? They're going to go through laws, legislations, the courts. That's the way it's going to be done. And I think Musk will get a huge lesson. He's got lessons coming to him on many levels, including monetary lessons. That's it now. Bye for now. Bye.